Hey everybody, this is Joshua Kenny Greenwood. I am the senior pastor and the overseer here at the Empowerment Center Church. I'm also the author of this book right here, The Corporation Soul, Freeing America's Pulpits from the Restrictive 501c3 Laws for Churches. Today we actually got a question online. I'm actually going to read it right here off my computer. It says, this is a brother that's asked us, he said, since Christians are the temple of the Holy Ghost, would that not make us automatically tax exempt at our conversion and confirmed by our baptismal record? I'm assuming he's asking that question because churches are considered exempted under the law of 26508C1A. And though the federal government doesn't have the legal definition for the word church, the most relevant use of its definition is actually in Black's Law's Dictionary, I believe 5th or the 6th edition, that stated church in its most general sense is the religious society of believers and the propagators of Jesus Christ's doctrines and ordinances. So literally, if you are a Christian, you are the church. It actually makes sense, because it's like when schools would rent out their classrooms to churches, or at least they used to. Would that consider the school a church? No, it's not, because a church isn't the building, it's the people within the building. So this brother's asking, well, since I'm a Christian, that makes me a church, literally a part of the church. Okay, since I meet the conditions to even be met, to even be thinking of the church. Does that automatically make me tax exempt? The answer to that is no, it doesn't. Being a Christian and classifying yourself as a church does not automatically exempt you from any obligations for any lawful taxes owed. If you are a taxpayer, you've accepted that jurisdiction and you owe lawful taxes. No, that does not exclude you from you having to pay or do whatever you need to do for your personal tax obligation. The only way, if you are a Christian and you want to lawfully establish a church or ministry, you need to do it through the book's instructions, through a lawful way, through a church establishment affidavit. So that way you're not creating your church. You have multiple people that are creating the church. You create the jurisdictional distinction between the church itself and the corporation soul. You now free the church from 501c3's restrictions, and you as the senior pastor of the church, everything's now been set up in complete godly order. And it's not about you, it's about the church's needs, and they've elected you into that position. You didn't elect yourself into that position. That's really important, because and then following the godly order and instructions regarding the provision that comes into a church that this book outlines, because it's really, really, really important information on whether or not you would salary yourself back as a senior pastor, whether or not that's an option, what is taxable and what's not related to a corporation. So there's all sorts of questions that you want to make sure everything's in godly order. So no. Being a Christian just doesn't automatically exempt you. Great argument, though. Great legal argument. I don't think it'll ever hold up anywhere in a federal courtroom. Though I don't think there's any legal precedents anybody's made, about that. But I really wouldn't want them to, because they'd probably create bad case precedents, and that wouldn't be good. So, with all that being said, I hope this answers your question. The book literally will answer every single solitary question you can't even conceive of. Okay, it's going to answer the questions. You're going to sit there and read it and be like, I didn't even think to ask that, but it makes complete sense. Wow, I'm glad that was put in there. I'm not joking. It's used by thousands and thousands of churches across the United States. Free your ministry from 501c3. Get it today. Go to corporationsoulbook.com. If you have a question, leave it in the comments box. If it's an original question, we're going to go ahead and make a video here, and that's why you need to subscribe to our channel, because hey, if we're developing a relationship here where I'm trying to respond with a video, if you have a question, it's only right that you subscribe, because that makes us two super awesome people connecting with one another, and what could not change the world other than that incredible type of relationship. So subscribe to our YouTube channel today to change the world. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome week. It's been a blessing, and off to our next question. Thank you.